Breaking its head should be effective in weakening its powerful breath attack. Make use of the Ballista cannons!
behind something!
Rolling ballista and barricade are now operational.
Use the weapons around the fort to knock down Fatalis. into the fort! Use the barricade!
Another gigantic flame! Head for Fatalis' position! Your teammate is pinned down. Try to make Fatalis flinch to help them. gigantic flame. Head for Fatalis' position.
You've rescued this world from a living nightmare.
Hey guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. So I'm pretty much going to show you exactly what the outfit I'm using has, just in case you guys were curious, or if you might want to try it yourself, for though I do know there was probably a few people that are still struggling with Fatalis, and literally the day I threw this together was just, I was just screwing around, so I thought why not, and it actually worked on the test run, which I was absolutely surprised over. I think again half of that probably was because there was another healer on board that was actually, well, working with me, so I think with double healing it actually worked so well. But as I'll show you right now, these are skills. So if you're master rank 70 or higher, you'll have access to everything, because Brute Tigrex and Gold Wrath are things that unlock at master rank 70. The Gold Wrath in general is just a good set because she gives, especially her chest plate and her pants, give you not only decent gem slottage in the beta as well, but they give you the level 5 of Divine Blessing, which, accompanied with her skill secret of being a 2-set, with sending Divine Blessing to level 5, is a great way to deal with a lot of monsters that just keep killing you. Like having these are pretty much amazing, but when it comes to the Brute Tigrex, only reason why I'm wearing that is because, one, I didn't want to try grind Safi to see if I could find any dual blades that would actually meet my purposes of trying to get a certain set bonus of like Gold Wrath or something, so I could try situations like that. And that's also because the only other endish game set that isn't Fatalis, of course, that can unlock free meal secrets is the Cold Frost set, which is a 4-piece set bonus, so you couldn't use Gold Wrath with that. And I wanted to make sure this was a set that everyone could use without going through like 7 million hoops. And again, this is probably something that you could alter and change if you want, but as you can see here, it's very critical in the sense that all of its skills kind of fit in a certain place. I've actually made an upgraded version of this set which is a lot more flexible, but this one's very niche in the sense it like every single thing it has on has a reason to be there. So I think the only thing you could probably tweak with is the stone thrower, but I'll get into that now so I can show you the skills. So first off, the dual blades, I will show you right now. Yes, I was not, you didn't see layered armor in the video. They are legitimately the Master AL dual blades, so that you get as the event weapons with the paralyze and sleep. They are literally those gimmicky weapons. I took them against Fatalis, fully upgraded, and they worked phenomenally. And as you can see there, when I went to Fatalis with these, they didn't have the level 3 status / element effect up. They were actually level 1 in that and level 1 in the gem slot. I just put it to level 3 later on because I thought it was funny. And this is also the reason why I picked these dual blades, because they were the only dual blades that I have in general that had 2 level 4 gem slots and a level 1 because I put the gem slot upgrade. Because right now I have like one of the only regions I have left to try put to level 7 is the Wild Spiral Waste area, which is a place you need to get the gem slot upgrade for level 12 weapons, because they need bloody tempered Diablo's horns, because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't a non-elemental or status creature give gem slots? Because it applies so well. But anyway, enough of my belly aching. The set bonus here is you got Tigrex and Goldrath, which is pretty much these two will be crucial to the fight. They both come in very handy. You've got the 5 attack bonus, which just comes pre-built onto the armor. It helps when you want to do extra damage. And you've got the defense boost 5 on my charm just to help you stay alive. The wide range is one of the 3-part skills that you need in order to have this armor set work, simply for the fact it's supposed to be a support build. And as you can see, all 5 levels of the friendship is on my bear, because they are the bears of friendship. You've got the Divine Blessing at 5 thanks to the 2-piece Goldrath, and those pieces having 2 and 3 on them built in. Health boost 3, because if you're using any set against Fatalis, you want to have health boost at 3, unless you're using Fatalis set itself, because it's just you want more health. Got Agitator at 3, just because it gives you that extra bit of damage, and Agitator in general is good to make sure it tells you when you can wall smash a monster or not. The Free Meal and Speed Eating at 3, they are got those two with the wide range is what you need in order to make this set effective. Well, because you're going to be healing your team a lot, and you're going to be making sure that your items aren't always running out. Because that's going to be the instant way to buff all your team and everything. Then you've got the Fire and Dragon Resistance at 2, just because this thing hits like a train. The last thing you need is to have no resistance. So yeah, I've got a nice 23 at Dragon and a nice 30 in Fire. You got Weakness Exploit to help when, say, if Fatalis' face gets tenderized, this will come in very handy to do all that more damage. Slinger Capacity at 1, because, well, Dragon Pods and Slinger Ammo is a major part of this fight. You're going to want to have more in this fight, but at the same time, on this set, it's very not, like, it's something you can easily take out with something else. You could add a second level of Weakness Exploit, or any other jewel. You could add another resistance jewel. You could throw in another piece of defense, or another piece of attack, or a skill that's coming up. So you got Recovery Speed at 2 on the Temporal Mantle for increased red bar healing. There you got a Part Breaker jewel on the Fatality Mantle, which again you could probably replace the Slinger capacity for a second Part Breaker jewel. And this and the Heavy Artillery jewel are on the Fatality Mantle because, one, they are amazing part of the fight, and this is also a reason I don't believe in the fact of going and using multiple sets just to fight one monster. I believe I like to try have one set you fight the monster with. I will Farcaster to go back to camp to get more heals, because that's a crucial thing in the fight, but if it's something to just go switch pieces of armor, I don't find it worth it. So, I prefer the High Vitality Mantle, so that way I've got the level 4 for the Heavy Artillery, and the level 2 for a Jet Heartbreaker. This also is good because the Vitality Mantle can actually tank, except for when he's in Super Fire mode, the Vitality Mantle can tank at least 2 of his fire-ish attacks, unless, well, except for the Cones of Death. So try to avoid them. The only thing I know, the only attack I've seen Fatalis, apart from his Super Fire mode, the only attacks I've seen of Fatalis that can one-shot through the mantle, and that they won't kill you, but it'll still have a chance of dealing you some damage, is the tail attacks. Because apparently the physical attacks take out more from the vitality than the actual fireballs themselves. So, yeah, that's the thing. And the other thing that's good about this is, if you have the Ghillie Mantle, you shoot, you're done, game, that's fine. But with the Vitality Mantle, not only do you have the ability to tank maybe like 1 or 2 shots, but the Heavy Artillery duel will also allow you that, if say you are, when you're fighting Fatalis, you could hop on the Roaming Ballista, do a shit ton of damage with both the skills equipped, and then immediately switch to, like, once the Roaming Ballista is finished, if you're still got the Vitality Mantle active, you could run to a cannon and load it up and fire, and still get the bonus of these, as long as you're paying attention and avoid his fireballs if they come straight at you. It also works on like the other ballistas, it also works on the Dragonator, so this is a good combination to have on the Vitality Mantle, as like, it kind of gives you the ability to do damage while protected. But so far, yeah, that's pretty much how this set is. This is the set you see me fight Fatalis with in the recording that you just watched, which again, I'm actually surprised it even worked, to be completely honest. I did not expect it to work at all. I thought it was going to fail quite easily. But yeah, it worked surprisingly, so yay, success, I guess. But then for, like, this is mainly for those people that can't get for people that can't get past the struggle boss of the first Fatalis mission, because again, there are people, for some strange reason, when fighting the God of all monsters, who forget the crucial thing known as healing. So, I know a lot of people who have to deal with idiotic teams that just constantly die because they're not bothering to heal themselves or their teammates. Which is stupid, especially being that it came off Elatreon, but hey, whatever. So in the long run, this is wanted to be like, I want to make something that, with a lot of my sets, I want to make something that anyone could use, and I quickly show you this in case you wanted to have a like easier way of figuring out which gems you needed. That's pretty much what you need. And on this set, it's more, as I said, linear. It's everything has its place here. You don't really want to mess with anything except maybe that Slinger capacity duel, which is of course the Stone Thrower duel 1. But other than that, I wouldn't really say that there's much you could change on this particular build, but it's also something that anyone can access. You can change it up if you want, change up the dual blades to something else. You could probably change these to like any other dual blades, or any other weapon for that matter, and then you could switch this gem up for the wide range if the weapon you're changing for has 2 level 4s. So say if you have like a Safi weapon that has 2 level 4 duels, you could switch the Slinger capacity for a level 1 wide range duel and you still kind of get the same effects. So this is just something that anyone can access as long as you're above Master Rank 70 or higher, just because, again, Goldrath and Brute Tigrex can only be fought when you reach level 70 or higher for Master Rank. And yeah, I mean, the only thing on this particular build I would say that requires you to be higher is the Temperamental Plus, but ironically enough, the speed healing, the recovery speed thing isn't even needed. Like, if you're not really going to want to keep your health in red portion anyway, especially against Fatalis. So even if you're using the normal temporal mantle without this extra buff on, you'll still be fine. But then I shall show you the other outfit, the upgraded version of this, if you will. This is for the people that actually have beaten Fatalis at least once or twice, but don't have the full armor set yet. Now, this one is a lot more damage oriented while being the support god that you need to be. So as you can see, it has the 3-piece and 2-piece set bonus of Elatrion. It has the 2-piece set of Fatalis, all nicely tied up in a bow. Because I'm wearing the headpiece and gauntlets of Fatalis, while the chest plate, belt, and pants are from Elatrion. Just because both the sloshage and the stuff that the abilities that it comes with, are just that good. So first off, this one is the one skill you can ignore. It just, if you had elemental weapon, you could increase the elemental damage by a little bit for how much resistance use you had, and which it goes into play with this, which is the whole 20% to every element that you have. So it gives me a nice 38 to fire and 28 to dragon. But pretty much ignore the 2 set. We want the 3 set bonus here, which gives us the extra resistance and the gem slotage that comes with it. But this is what you also want, which is the 2-piece Fatalis set bonus. This is amazing. If anyone doesn't know exactly what this does, because some people might, even though it says it right there, if some people aren't sure of how it exactly works, long story short, if it has a skill secret where it has those purple squares to show you that it can go past its normal level, this unlocks all of it. You do not have to pair this with other armor. So you can, as you can see there, I can have level 5 Divine Blessing without any God Wrath, without any Saphi, or any other thing that would normally give me that secret, because I'm wearing this 2 set. It just unlocks all the skill secrets, which is bloody amazing. I've also seen a rumor that people keep posting around, so I'm just going to flat out show you that it doesn't work anyway. It doesn't even say it, so I don't know how this became a thing, but apparently some people had a rumor around saying that 2 pieces of this and say 2 pieces of Elatrion would give you the 3 set bonus because this would unlock the 3rd piece. No, that's not how it works. It's these are set bonuses, not skills. As this clearly says, it removes the skill level cap of skill secrets. So I don't know how the rumor started, but I've seen it floating around and I want to dispute that right now so that way no one gets confused. But back to the build. You have Critical Eye at 7, which this is like many skills on this, you don't have to have. Literally there's only about 5 skills on this entire set that you have to have. The rest of them are easily able to be taken out. So Critical Eye 7 to give you that great amount of damage. The defense boost at 6 to help you stay alive longer, and especially being that you just have to slap 1 hard defense jewel on this, being that there's level 3 defense on the pants. Of course, the 5 friendship on the dual blades, the 5 divine blessing between the jewels on my headpiece, and of course the level 3 charm. The stun resistance at 3 on the headpiece, because if you're like Jade and I, you very much dislike the chaotic friend known as stun, and especially in Fatalis, you do not want to be stunned for a period of time where he can snipe you. You want to be moving and you want to be mobile. So attack boost 3 to give you that nice bit of extra little damage. It's not much, but still. You've got health boost 3, again, if you're fighting Fatalis, wear this, you want to live. Fire and dragon resistance at 3, which is great because on the belt of Elatrion, you already have 3 dragon resistance. What you can then have is throwing that on top gives you the ability to have 2 birds, 1 stone. You can have the high fire resistance and the high dragon resistance just by slapping a hard fire resistance jewel on the belt, and you're done. No, you don't even have to worry about throwing in anything else because you've just maxed out both of them with just putting 1 gem on. You got the free meal and speeding 3 like the other set, because again, the wide range, the free meal and the speed eating those three probably have the health boost, and I would say the heavy artillery would be the 5 skills on this that are crucial. Everything else is able to be changed and altered and switched out, so you're able to customize it to your own ability. But if anything, I say those 5 skills have on your build because they are going to save your life. Especially because, well, 3 of those skills is the whole idea of the build to be a support build. So that way you can help a team who, especially if you get paired with a bunch of idiots that don't know how to heal themselves. Which I'm guessing we all have at least once or twice felt that suffering because of how many times we failed a quest simply for the fact that we have one moron in our team who just dies. Like, for the solo players, you don't have to worry that much, but there's a lot of players that actually like to hunt with other players. So you've got the weakness exploit 2 after that, which again, if you tenderize Fatalis' face, this is going to go a hell of a long way. It's going to be giving you that sweet extra damage. You got the Part Breaker 3, even though it says 2 there, but that's because there is 1 on the mantle and 2 on the body. That way, on this set, you're able to do a good chunk of damage and have a chance to break parts in general, but while the Vitality Mantle is going, you have that all the way at max to give you that full 30% extra chance of breaking a, well, say his head or whatever. And this paired with the Artillery Secrets is amazing because you can go on the Roaming Ballista, you can go on the Dragonator, and not only will you do massive damage, but you will have the ability to do massive damage while having that high chance to break something. You also have the Resentment 2, which it's there, but it's built in, so you don't really need to care about too much. You've got the Agitator at 1, because again, I always believe you should have at least 1 of this on any set, because you want to make sure you could tell when the monster's face can be wall smashed, especially Fatalis. And furthermore, Agitator is a good skill. If you want, one thing that you could definitely do is the Critical Eye that's at 7. You could switch that into like level 7 Agitator. You don't have to have Critical Eye on here. You can if you want. Or like, if there's other skills on here that you just don't care about. So like, if you want to remove, I don't know, maybe you don't really want to, you don't value the fire resistance even though it's saving your life. Or if you want to remove some of the defense, you can remove them and put a more Agitator if you want. It's completely up to you. Of course, recovery speed, not needed as I said, but it's there just in case you want it. And of course heavy artillery, because yes, you wear this. Like, that's not a question, that is a statement. If you're going against Fatalis, put a heavy artillery duel on your build, because it is going to help immensely with the fight, being that half of his fight is usually abusing the things around the arena. So overall, that is the set, and I'll give you a look at the specific skills there, as you can see. Again, the dual blades don't really change in terms of anything, like they still have the augmentation there. I mean, again, you don't even have to have these fully augmented. You don't even have to have anything past that gem slot upgrade, to be completely honest. Because if you're using this exact build, you may be doing damage and everything, and you may try to do what we did, where we like actually successfully paralyzed Fatalis like once or twice. But these specific dual blades are only, again, you picked them specifically for the other build because they had that 2 level 4s and a level 1 gem slot on the weapon. So I had that extra slottage to play with. You don't have to. You could easily, I'd say, if you really wanted to, you could switch like one of the, you could switch anything like this out. So say if you wanted to use other weapons, you could find a Safi weapon with 2 level 4s, or you found another weapon with like a level 4 and a level 1 gem slot, if those weapons exist, I don't remember. You could switch and find somewhere else to fit the last bit of wide range somewhere on here. You don't, technically, if you want to make this, you could actually take off all of the support build parts of this armor and make it a full-on battle-ready armor. I know some people have done that. This is just because I literally just made this just because I was sick of people, well, dying. Like, eventually, like, I found some people actually knew what they were doing, and I've had a few successful hunts, like 3 Fatalis is dead, and I've got all of his armor, so I'm quite happy now. But I do know there's a lot of people that are still on the Fatalis struggle boss, so I wanted to make something that was easily able to help. And especially that Latreon, normally I would say he's because his fight for the average player is a pain in the ass, because not everyone can, as the top tier says, get good. There are a lot of players that genuinely struggle because they can't get to that elemental DPS checkpoint. But thanks to the Fatalis fight, if you actually had to get the chance to get lucky enough, you can find people who are starting that initial mission against the Latreon, where they go and fight Latreon and all that. The very weak one that you fight just before you fight Fatalis, and you can abuse that. I've actually seen some people do a strategy where someone will start that quest, but then as the quest starts, they specifically will leave because you don't need 4 people to defeat that version of Latreon, and in turn, it means that they can continually do the fight. It's a cheesy way of doing it, but then again, I kind of understand, being that there's a lot of, like, if that strategy actually does work, I can actually understand that a lot of people are doing that just because, well, Latreon pissed a whole lot of people off. Jade and I were actually managed to fight the normal version and win against it, so we've had the armor for a while, but we do have friends that are, up until now, we're still trying to get a Latreon armor because of how much of an asshole he is. But anyway, that's both armors, so again, yeah, for the people that have these armor pieces, you're able to build this set if you want. It's, except for, like, some of these jewels might be hard to get, I'm not sure, but if you have a lot of these armor pieces, there's a chance that you'll have most of these. And again, this is extremely flexible, so you don't actually have to have any of these jewels. But as I said, when it comes to this particular set, the 5 skills you're going to want to have if you're going for a support build in this category: wide range, speed eating 3, free meal 3, health boost, and heavy artillery. They are the ones that you're going to want. They are not an option, because if you're going especially for a support build, you need to stay alive. So anything else is flexible, you could change up. Divine Blessing 5 is still something I would say is probably up there in the crucial point as well. I'd probably say that's more crucial than maybe the health boost, but they're kind of tied. But yeah, this whole build is a lot more flexible for you to play around with, unlike the other one, which again I'll show you quickly again. This other set was for those people that still are having trouble with the Fatalis struggle boss and wanted a kind of support fighting build that could actually go against him. This one, easy enough to put together, and of course you can't really fiddle with the gem slots too much. Like, there's a little bit of leeway, but not much. But other than that, this is just something that anyone can use if you wanted to. This is just like my ideas, something I threw together. If you guys enjoyed the video before and you get some ideas to test out your own builds, or if there's any other builds that you get an idea of making from this, or hell, if you just want to use these sets, go right ahead, have fun. If this helped anyone in any way, I am glad. Well, for now, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you, well, have happy hunting against Fatalis, because his armor is absolutely amazing. His skill, the level 4 skill, is just beyond gorgeous, and I hope everyone can enjoy it. Again, like, I do say that Latreon may be difficult, but he's fair. He is an amazing fight, and he doesn't have any bullshit checks that you have to make up per fight. But for now, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the video so far. Make sure the bell notification icon down below to be notified by any of our shenanigans that we post every weekend. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, check out our other videos, and we shall see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.